What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. And we're going to dive into the latest iOS 13 details because that's what this video is all about. But if you really want the big breakdown and my reactions to the entire Apple and Qualcomm deal that was struck, which ended their legal battle and is now allowing the two companies to work together, check it out, my Apple Bits XL audio podcast. I really break it down and you'll get this deep dive about what happened until leaving the 5G smartphone business completely, and now where does Apple go from here. So it's a big win for you all because you can bet you're going to be getting Qualcomm superior 5G modems most likely for the 2020 iPhone. There's a 0 to none chance that they make it into this year's iPhone, but 5G, get ready for 2020 because it can't be any later than that. All right, let's get to the show and all the latest iOS 13 details thanks to 9to5Mac's Guilherme Rambo and developer Steve Trout-Smith. Apple prioritized getting rid of all the bugs and really improving the stability and speed for iOS 12. So it's on iOS 13 where we're expecting to bring a whole new bunch of features. So here's what's been revealed by the latest reports. Dark mode is finally coming to the iPhone and iPad with iOS 13 with a system-wide dark mode that you can turn on in the settings and a high contrast one that's similar to what's on Mac OS. We know that individual apps will have the ability to have multiple windows, and each window can support sheets that are attached to a portion of the screen, similar to this open source project called Panel Kit. Now, these app cards can also be stacked on top of each other and then dismissed as well. There will be a new undo system in iOS 13 that won't be the physical shake to undo. You know how you have to shake your phone? Apple's introducing a new standard undo gesture that starts as a 3-finger tap on the keyboard area, and then you slide it left or right, and it allows the user to undo or redo the actions interactively.
Wax on, wax off.
Swipe on, swipe off. Now, Safari for iOS 13 on iPad will be improved to load the desktop version of websites, so you won't run into that maddening mobile version of YouTube on the iPad. I think all you iPad users know exactly what I'm talking about. After hitting that request desktop site button enough times, yeah, it can be annoying. Also, a new font management system is going to make it unnecessary to install a new font profile to get new fonts, so that's a welcome addition. Mail is getting a whole new upgrade, and you'll be able to organize your emails into recognized categories like, let's say, purchases or travel or things that aren't important. Think of how financial apps, they're doing this right now to help you sort things out. It's like that, but for mail, and that could be pretty helpful if you don't use other clients already. Then Apple engineers, we know they're working on making it easy for collaboration on third-party document apps, similar to what's available for collaboration only on Apple Pages, Keynote, and Numbers for group editing and viewing, so more collaboration coming to other apps. iOS will also make selecting a group or a list of items easier with new gestures to select multiple items, and this is really a nice move to make this a more productive iOS. It's still not really a true hybrid, but you've got to add more things like that. And a new volume heads-up display is a welcome addition from the current one that has been really there for years and has no visual consistency or connection to iOS at all. And yeah, it's been there forever. Now, other improvements include a new redesigned Reminders app that's also coming to the Mac. And this falls in line with a big theme at WWDC 2019, Apple's cross-platform project called Marzipan, which will allow developers to really build on one platform, and that app will work on all of them between iOS devices like iPhone and iPad, and then Mac OS, so for all the Macs. And better, I'll just call it Yay Siri rejection, so it doesn't trigger from random noises like laughter, it's done that in the past, or crying baby sounds while watching your favorite episodes of Game of Thrones. Now, that has set it off in the past, plus more multilingual support for keyboards and dictation, and then improved in-app printing controls are also coming. Now, the biggest thing that I don't expect to see, but what iOS needs the most, is an all-new Siri. I'm sure it might get a few more features. You've heard me hammer on it to death, but it will fundamentally still be the same Siri. We know Apple continues to build up its AI team behind the scenes, and they've done key hires from Google and others in the AI space, but I don't think we'll see a new one built from the ground up anytime soon, and I'm guessing it'll still be at least another year. But hey, that's not all. Another report from 9to5Mac's Guilherme Rambo says that Apple is working on a tile-like item tracker that will also have a new app that combines Find My iPhone and Find My Friends into a single app. It will still be able to use similar Find My iPhone features like lost mode or remotely erasing a device, but there will also be a new feature in the unified app called find network that allows your devices to be tracked even if they're not connected to a Wi-Fi or LTE network. Now, it will be another marzipan-based app for both iOS and macOS, but to complement the app, Apple is developing a new hardware product that will be a digital tag that can be attached to any item similar to a tile. Is that what's on the back of the latest 2019 iPhone leaks? Like, they just pasted a new Apple tag on it because it sure does look like it. I mean, dang, that thing is still fugly, and that's a bad Apple. And if you always have hated the notch like I do, Apple just said, hey, here, hold my beer with the 2019 iPhone rear camera patch. Now, it looks like kind of like a pirate's eye patch, so you know what? I'm gonna call it the iPhone P for pirate, or even better, the iPhone 10 R. Get it? iPhone 10 R2. Okay. Now, the tag would be paired with a user's iCloud account and rely on being in proximity to an iPhone. Like a tile, it will send a notification when your phone gets too far away from your tag, and you can set locations you're always at so you don't have to get any false alarms. Contact information may be stored on it, and you can receive a notification when it's nearby. The report adds that Apple may leverage its hundreds of millions of devices to create a crowdsourced network that can help find any item that is marked with the Apple tag. I'm calling it that, it's not the official name. But yeah, this sounds like fun, just more of what we need, a crowdsourced Apple iPhone network that knows where all of our things are. That's not creepy at all, but if all that info is stored on the secure enclave completely and no one can ever get access to that data because it lives on the device, it does get more interesting. So there you have it. This is really everything that we've heard about iOS 13 so far. If you like this video, you know the drill. Thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell to get the latest videos from me and maybe a vibration in your pants. And if you want to go deep with Apple, again, check out my weekly Apple Bits XL podcast. All my content's completely independent, and you can help me by supporting it at patreon.com/BrianTong. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon, and take care, everybody. Peace.